There's a wave of awakening that's going around, and if you scroll your TikTok, you'll realize that more people are awakening. More people are talking about things concerning the higher self, the spiritual matters, spiritual awakening, though all these matters concerning um, a wiser way of living. So this is a very, very important thing, and it's a very, very encouraging thing. But let not this awakening be just verbal. Let not this awakening be just for TikTok's sake. Let this awakening be manifested in our daily lives, because awakening is useless if it cannot improve one's life. So before you go out there teaching people of peace, of living by your higher self, of manifesting abundance, of manifesting your your peace of mind, before prescribing these things to others, to your followers on TikTok, let's make sure that we actualize these philosophies, that we live, that we embody these philosophies. Let's manifest the higher selves in our actions more than our words. Let's embody the peace that we want to spread to the world before we begin spreading it. Let's become example. Let's become living examples of these philosophies. Let's become the first embodiments of our philosophies, of our wise teachings, of our the higher self that we are teaching others to practice. When we talk about eternal life, let's embody that endless life. When we talk about life in fullness, when we teach about one accessing fullness of life, let's be that lifeful entity. Let's prove that lifeful levity can be embodied. That wise philosophy can be put into action, can be lived. So before we go on evangelizing or preaching and trying to convert people to our ideologies, to our philosophies, to our beliefs, let's embody these philosophies, these beliefs, this wise way of living. So before we go out there evangelizing and trying to preach about peace, let's have peace in ourselves first. If it's impossible to have peace in ourselves first, then the peace that we'll be trying to spread out there will be false. Will be false. It will be coming from a state of no peace or zero peace. So before we spread peace out there, let's make sure that we can embody, that we can have that peace in ourselves first. When you have no peace, then teaching about peace, trying to lead people into peace, is an illusion. It's like trying to give people what you don't have. So before we go out there preaching love, let's act loving. Let's practice that love. Before we go out there teaching people about serving, about caring about the needy, let's first live. Let's live these things. Let's live these philosophies. Let's live these wise teachings that we want to give to the world. Let's become the first examples that these philosophies, these teachings, this higher self can be embodied, can be put into actions in this life. So, to all people who are spreading spirituality and teaching spirituality's matters, let's first embody that spirit in our lives. Those who are teaching about peace, about love, let's experience this peace first. We can't be in a chaotic state and be teaching about peace. We'll spread the chaos. We can't give that which we don't have. So before we go out there evangelizing or to evangelize a wiser way of living, before we go out there to teach spirituality and to teach oneness, let's first embody oneness. Let's prove that oneness is a philosophy that's practical and can be applied in one's daily lives. Let us be the first um, specimen to test if our philosophies are practical, if our philosophies can be put into actions. When we as teachers have lived these teachings, then we won't even have to teach. Our levity will be the best teacher. our levity will be a proof that what we are teaching, what we are talking about is practical and can be applied just as we have applied. So before we go out there evangelizing and trying to um, pull people to our beliefs and to our understanding, let's first embody the wisdom that we think is worth giving the world. Let's first be the change that we want to see out there. Let's first be the change that we want to see in our audience, in TikTok. So let's be the change that we want to see in the planet. Until next time, peace.